All right, so here we are. So we just finished our sale to Super A Market, right? We completed everything, commissions, updating that person's profile, and so on and so forth, completed the sales and inventory. So here we have another submission for another order. Okay, so
Purchase order.
okay, so what do we do with this?
You just put it on do not ignore now. Purchase order section.
Okay, so this is not a purchase order. It is a
No,
sales order.
oh, is it?
Uh-huh. Albert submits order for the corner bookstore.
Okay, then I have a sales order.
Okay. So where do we need to go?
Sub-ledger
Mm-hmm.
to commissions.
To commissions, good. So
Please enter the information as a potential sale.
good. Corner bookstore. How much is this time this person being quoted for?
184.10.
194.10. Good. So last we have lease is going to be our grand opening sales. Okay. So let's go ahead and complete it. Grand opening sales. Hopefully all of this will fit. Okay. Grand opening sales. So I just copied the cells over for the sales discount, sales medium regular coffee, supreme regular coffee, all that stuff. Okay, all the ceramic coffee mugs and the tax. Right. So let's go ahead and figure these numbers out. What was the total amount of cash I am receiving? Oops.
And 47.12.
94712. How much was my
Sales
discount? Mm-hmm.
218.73. Sales medium regular coffee is 179.10. The next one, large coffee is 281.06. Next one is 239.04. Next one is 324.57. Mugs are 69.90. And your sales tax payable is 72.18.
Okay, so let's go ahead and double check our debits match our credits here. Did I hit the record button? I don't think I did. Yes, I did. Wow. Okay, so I have 1165.85 on the left side. 1165.85 on the right side. So good. My columns match.
Then you go to your general ledger. cents and regular coffee.
What was that?
Just regular coffee.
We're doing regular coffee first.
On, did I get it right? 12 or 20?
Why are we
Oh,
updating our assets
oh, then I
first?
got it wrong. Yeah, we should be at sales.
Sales. Okay. You want it? Are we doing it for sales, medium, regular coffee first?
You know what? I did it wrong. I did it in the wrong place. So somebody else can take over here. I'm gonna fix my mistake.
Okay, let's see here. Sales, regular, medium coffee. No, I'm in the wrong place.
It's okay if you want to start from the very beginning. We can start from the very beginning, so we could go start checking
Oh, we
first.
didn't start with checking yet. Okay, so 10100 is the account number for checking.
Okay. Okay, here we are checking.
June 21st, in-store sales. General Journal 10. Excuse me, we're going to debit for the 947.12. And let me just get back to my account here. The grand total should be $3,005.65.
Good. $3,005.65. Good.
And then next we'll go to sales discount.
Sales discount. Okay. So revenues. There you go. Sales discount.
June 21st, grand opening, 20% discount, of course.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to debit for 218.73, which will bring our debit balance to 990.48.
990.48. Correct. Good.
And then next we'll go to sales medium regular. Excuse me.
Here we are. Sales medium regular.
We sold 90 cups. General Journal 10. We're going to credit 179.10, which gives us a new balance 839.78.
Good.
we'll go to sales large regular. We sold 94 cups. General Journal 10. 281.06 is our credit. Grand total 1270.75.
Good. 12.70 and 75 cents.
And then we'll go to sales medium supreme.
Sales medium supreme, so right underneath.
So 96 cups. And General Journal 10. 239.04 credit, which brings our credit balance to 1103.01. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so what did I do wrong here?
231.
Oh, I must have.
06. Oh, I put 04.
That's what I have.
23906.
Oh, it is 06? Oh, I had 04 as well. Let me look on the.
Oh, it is 04.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Did I not match on both sides? Let's do this again.
You did.
Equal sum. Okay, so I have 1165.85, 1165.85. Okay, but hold on. Why do I have? Let's check the numbers again. So 179.10, 281.06. Okay. Then we have 239.04. Then we have 324.57 and 69.90 and 72.18. Okay, okay, I have it as 04. Is that the correct number?
Yeah.
I got 1093.11.
Let's go back to my ledger now.
Yeah.
1093. Okay, so 239.04 should be 1093.11.
Okay.
Okay,
We're both on the same page.
got it. Okay.
Supposed to show those two little pennies can like create a big problem.
Oh yeah, especially if we run our trial balance, which we're gonna do afterwards, and you're gonna be like, where did those 2 pennies go? And just to find out, it happened on the very last transaction. That's maddening.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
That itself stuck that. Sorry.
It's okay. All right. Sales large.
Where were we? Yeah, sales large supreme. That one is 93 cups. No, I just want to check. For 324.57. Yes.
$324.57, giving me a running balance of
1532.11. Okay.
good.
Shoot.
1530. Yeah, good. Okay.
And then we need to go back, I think, up to our mugs, right?
Yes. Ceramic coffee mugs. Got it.
We sold 10. General Journal 10 for $69.90. bringing our total to 466.19.
46619. Excellent.
And then the last account is sales tax payable.
Okay, there. I was like, where are you? Okay, sales tax payable.
General Journal 10, the amount was 72.18 for a grand total 326.86.
32686. Good.
All right, so we need to put the checking deposit on our deposit list, right?
Okay, good. How much was my cash receipts for?
947.12.
Okay. It's the end of the day today, so we can transfer that amount over. Okay.
Would anybody like to take over for the cost of goods sold? The inventory? Okay.
All right, well then let's take a look at how many pounds we used in the store today. So it says right here, in store use, we used a total of 17 pounds of the regular coffee and 17 and a half pounds for the Supreme coffee. Okay, and the other two things that we have here is put the bank in the deposits and inventory worksheet, which that's what we're gonna do. So there, we got it. Let's do the inventory worksheet. So 17 pounds of the regular, 17 and a half of the Supreme. Okay. We did 17 pounds. Okay. At what cost?
The 1.60944.
Okay. Which should give you a total of, Excel is doing the work for me, so $27.36. Okay. So now we need to update our inventory, right? Because we no longer have 116 and a half anymore, right? We end up selling another or using another 17. So how much should I have left? I have like 99.5. Actually, 99. Actually, yes. 99.5. What's my what's my new cost? Or what's my new total? 160.14. Okay, good. Right. Which then, if you have your calculations already in the middle of your window, it is now recalculated my average cost, and now once again, it has increased by another 10,000th of a penny. Or I guess it's thousandth of a penny. Yeah, 100. I don't know. So 99.5 at 160.14. And we have a cost of goods sold of $27.36. Supreme, we used 17.5. At what cost? We only have one batch left.
$1.83.
So this 82.2888 1.828. Okay, so here you go. Run your equal round formula if you are going to cell reference. If not, what is the total amount that costs me to use 17.5 pounds?
Yeah, $31.99.
$31.99. Good. So we have $31.99, all right, and we have 36. So ending should be at least 7 or 3. Let me see. Yes, it's got to be at least a 7. Okay. So if I had 120 and I subtract out 17.5 pounds, how many pounds should I have left? 102.50, which brings me to 187.37.
You say you're gonna post those spreadsheets today, right?
Mm-hmm.
By the end of the week. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now my updated inventory is 187.37 with 102.5 pounds left in my inventory. So here I used $31.99 for my Supreme. Okay. So let's head to our journal here to update this transaction. So once again, the cost of goods sold for my regular coffee is oops, wrong column. My cost of goods sold for my Supreme coffee got a grand total of $31.99. And because we reached the end of my table here, or my journal for the transactions, I'm going to go ahead and put in my little bar here. So that represents that I'm completely done with this transaction here, or for the week. Okay. Make a nice indicator. Trial balance week 3. Okay. So I have to enter all these information in, okay, to my ledger. And then from there, all we need from there is just our ledger, and we're going to complete the trial balance from there, okay? So let's go ahead and update my inventory. Okay. We got another cost of goods sold. Okay. For the regular coffee. We used 17 pounds. Okay. We are still on General Journal number 10. And it was for the amount of $27.36, which should give us a running balance of $242.11. A lot of 11s going around here. Right? Cost of goods sold for our Supreme coffee. For $31.99, which should bring our account balance to $266.13. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and update our assets for our coffees here. So, let's see, scroll all the way down till we reach our coffees. Here we are. Regular coffee. Used 17 pounds, General Journal 10, for the amount of $27.36, which then brings my account balance to how much, guys?
160.14.
160.14, which, did we get that in our inventory worksheet? 160.14. Yes, we did. All right, last but not least in our accounts here, right? Very last one that we have here is that we use 17.5 pounds, General Journal 10, and it was for $31.99, which brings us a total in my inventory. How much? 187.37, which we know matches our inventory worksheet, right? So there we go. We finished our transactions. So save your journal, save your ledger, okay? Save your sub ledger, and also save your inventory worksheet. And then, of course, if you didn't have it out already, go ahead and pull out your financial forms or your trial balance. All you will be needing is your ledger and your trial balance, okay? And we're going to start all the way from account number 1. So let's go ahead and click that tab where it says trial balance number 3. And you should have a whole bunch of blank lines. That means we have so many accounts that we introduced in this week, right? We have revenues, we have cost of goods sold. So all of that stuff is going to be things that we're going to be listing out. We have accounts receivable, right? We opened a petty cash. So let's go ahead and go through each and every single one for this. So we're going to spend the next 20-30 minutes to just go over every single account that we have here. So number 1 in our assets, bank, nothing there. Right? We have checking. For what total? Right? $3,565. Good. We have petty cash. For
500.
$500. We have cash in register. For $310. We finally have accounts receivable. For how much? 652.23. Okay. No allowance for doubtful accounts yet. Okay. And then we have business supplies. Our first business supplies here is our medium coffee cups. For how much? How much is in my account for medium coffee cups? 162.37. Okay. We also have large coffee cups. for a total of $243.57. Okay. We have some sugar. For how much? Kramer. Okay. Next account we have here is office supplies. For a total of $150. Okay. Next is inventory, which we know to have regular coffee and supreme coffee. Okay. Start off with regular coffee. What's my coffee account balance right now? For regular coffee?
160.14.
160.14. And then the account balance for my supreme coffee. 187.37. Yep, we just solved for that. We just figured that numbers out. Okay. We don't have any ceramic coffee mugs yet, right? We haven't converted into inventory yet. Then furniture. So we have bistro tables and chairs. For a grand total of
660508.
660508. Good. Right. We have our no accumulated yet. We haven't done depreciation yet. We have our counter. So we should have a counter for a total of
1193.22.
1193.22. Notice these numbers haven't changed. Next we have a desk set.
For you.
Mhm.
Between Supreme Coffee and Counter, did you not skip something?
Between Supreme Coffee
And Counter.
and counter.
There was a balance on furniture.
Yes. We have bistro tables and chairs. It's between Supreme Coffee and counter.
I'm sorry, it's quite small. Let me. What's the furniture for $4,000?
Furniture was for $4,000 when we purchased.
We don't enter that?
Well, in this case, we purchased $4,000, but what did we do to those $4,000? We sold it. So right now, this account balance, is there any account balances here?
No, it's 0.
No, so that doesn't really affect my debits or credits because it's 0. Yes. You can add if you want to, but that's just also another extra space that we could use. Okay, you got the bistro tables and chairs?
That's after.
That's right after regular coffee or supreme coffee.
Let me see here. Bistro tables and chairs. 6 o'clock. Okay, thank you.
Then we have the counter. Then we have a desk set. Okay, how much was the desk set for?
$658.37.
And then we have display shelves.
$577.08.
577.08. Good. Now I have office equipment. All right. First office equipment I have here on the list is my computer.
$1834.84.
Okay. Then we have a copier.
$378.87.
Make sure we don't do any typos here. So 37887. Then we have a cash register for
$649.49.
Do we have any equipment? Yes, we do. We have a coffee brewer. 2 coffee brewers.
$4527.95.
4527.95. Okay, good. Right, that's the total cost of both coffee brewers. Okay. We have a coffee grinder.
For $4158.07.
Okay. Do we have any vehicles? Yes, we do. We bought a truck. For 32,208.90. Right, that was our truck. Prepaid accounts. What's my account balance there?
665417.
665417. Okay. We have our deposits.
$1,700.
Good. We have goodwill. For 2,100. Okay. And then miscellaneous expense. Do we have an account balance in miscellaneous expense?
Zero.
Nothing. So we do not need to put that in here. Good. Okay. Next is going to be our liabilities. We have quite a few liabilities here. First one we have on the list is our accounts payable account. Okay. Make sure you're on the credit side this time. Okay. What's my credit balance in my accounts payable account? 12,879.61. Okay, good. Next thing I have here is my Visa payable account, right? How much do I owe my credit card now?
$811.53.
811.53. Okay. And I have a notes payable for $649.49. We haven't done payroll yet, so we can skip all of these payroll accounts, okay? We haven't had an unearned revenue yet or utilities payable, so none of those, right? Unearned revenue, not yet. Aha, but we did have some sales tax payable because we opened our shop. So therefore, we owe the government some sales tax money. Okay. How much do I owe in sales tax?
$326.86.
$326.86. Okay. No interest payable yet, but we do have loans, right? We have a truck loan, no business loan, but a truck loan. How much is my truck loan amount?
$29,221.90.
Okay, so there we have it. Our truck loan for $29,221.90. All right, and that's the end of our liabilities. Okay. Now we're going to dive right into our equity accounts. Okay, so we only have 2 equity accounts that we need to put in our trial balance. So number 1, owner's equity. For how much?
30,000.
Okay, good. Make sure it's on the credit side. That's what our net worth is right now. And then we also had a owner's withdrawal, which is a debit
1,500.
for 1,500. Okay. And now we're completely done with our equities. So now we have to list every single revenue that we encountered. So this is a long list, okay? Start from the top. We got sales, nothing there yet. Just because the main accounts, we usually at the end of the period, and you sum up all your totals here, that's where you'll put that information there. But for here, we could go right ahead and dive right into sales for regular coffee. Okay. So make sure you're on the credit side. So sales for regular coffee, how much did I sell?
246.75.
$246.75. Okay. Next account I have here is sales Supreme Coffee. How much was that one for?
111.70. Is that correct?
Not for the res Supreme Coffee.
Let me see. Where are you? So it should be 259.35.
$259.35. Yeah, the 1170, I believe it's for the medium regular cups. Let's see. Right. So $259.35. Okay. Here we have the sales for the ceramic coffee mugs. So this is where you are allowed to do abbreviations. So if you want to do sir mugs, or just put mugs in there, or sales mugs, you could do so. Okay. Just as long as you know what each account is and what their account balances are. Okay. So here for the ceramic coffee mugs, how many coffee mugs? How much did I sell?
466.19.
Good. 466.19. Okay. Now here's the sales for the medium regular coffee. Okay. We also have, I'm just going to go ahead and type them all up right now. Sales for large regular coffee. We got sales medium supreme coffee. And then we have sales large supreme coffee. Okay. Starting off with the very first one, what was the sales for my medium regular coffee? Sales for my medium regular coffee.
839.78.
$839.78. Oops, nope, wrong way. 839.78. Okay. What was the amount for my large, medium, large, regular coffee?
$12.70.75.
Oh man, I fat fingered something. Okay, hold on. Okay, control home. Wherever my home key is. Okay. Okay, so my sales for the large regular coffee was $12.70.75. Okay. What about my sales for the medium supreme coffee?
$10.93.
$10.93.11. And then last but not least, my sales for the large supreme coffee. $15.32.11. Good. So far, so good. Okay, all we're doing is just transferring the information over into a table. So we had some sales returns and allowances. Okay. So that was a debit for $19.96. Okay. We had a bunch of sales discount. For how much? Okay. Remember, this is a debit. Okay. Let's see what else we also had. Delivery income. Right? That's going to be on the credit side because we earned revenue from this, which was a total of $90. And then interest income, we have none, right? We didn't set up anything in the bank account for us to earn interest, okay? Good. Now we have a cost of goods sold. Good thing, only two accounts that we used in this table, right? We only have the cost of goods for regular coffee and the cost of goods sold for the supreme coffee, right? We haven't talked about calculating the cost of goods sold for the ceramic coffee mugs because that's at the very end. And cost of materials. So I've mentioned this very briefly. We will be calculating how much each cup cost. And when we do that, we subtract it and update our supplies to reflect how much we actually have left. So anything that's a business supply, so the medium cups, the large cups, the sugar and the creamer are going to be those accounts right there. Okay? So only thing that we're counting here is the cost of goods sold for the regular coffee and the cost of goods sold for the supreme coffee. Okay. So cost of goods sold are all debits. So in this case, how much is the cost of goods sold for my regular coffee? $242.11. Okay. What about the cost of goods sold for my Supreme coffee? $266.13. Okay. So that's it for cost of goods sold. Last but not least, I need to go over through all of my operating expenses. So first one on the list is advertising expense. Okay. So most of these are going to be debited. So first one here, how much advertising expense?
$185.
$185. Okay. Next one on the list is bank fees. We haven't done our bank reconciliation yet, so nothing there. The next one here is going to be business expense. Yes, we did have a business expense. For how much?
$1,000.
$1,000. Okay. Next up on our list is going to be freight expense. Right? We purchased 2 batches of our coffee mugs. So therefore, we have a total freight of $200. See what else is on our list. So that was freight expense. Next is going to be insurance expense. For a total of $195.83. Okay. Then we have some labor expense, right? We have our first one is our subcontractor labor expense. Subcontractor expense. Okay, for a total of $18.90. And here's something new, right? Because we paid them on the 21st, is going to be temporary labor expense. Okay, we hired a temporary labor expense. Right? So how much was that for?
$252.
Okay, it was for $252. Okay. See what else we have here. We have license and permit expense. For a total of $375. Okay. We even have a loss on disposal of asset, right? This is all the transactions that we had the last trial balance, right? So in this case, we have a loss on disposal of asset, okay? For how much?
$2,000.
Okay. Office supplies expense. Once again, we haven't done this section yet. This is going to be an adjustment entry, so nothing there. We haven't done payroll yet, so we can pass along salaries, commissions, and payroll taxes. Okay. Ah, yes, we had a purchase expense, right? We purchased two things, two batches of coffee mugs. So my total purchase expense is going to be
$392.80.
$392.80. Okay. We also had some issues with our coffee mugs and had a purchase returns and allowance. For a credit balance of
$9.84.
$9.84. Okay. No purchase discounts. Okay. Rent expense is going to be the next one. For a total of
$1,500.
$1,500. Okay. No travel expenses yet, because Mr. Allen hasn't submitted anything to us yet. No utilities expense. Okay. And then let's see, no bad debt yet, or depreciation or amortization. So there we have it. If you have too much extra space, what you can do is just hide or delete all those extra cells here. So I'm going to delete that. Okay. And go ahead and run your formula, your equal sum for all of your debits. Okay. And also run your equal sum across your credits. And usually what I like to do is I always like to punch in my formula here where I go my total debits minus my total credits. And if that value is 0, which it is, that tells me I have no discrepancies. Both of my sides match on both sides. So I have my equal debits to my equal credits, right? So I have a total of $79,697.27 on both sides. Awesome. Okay. Did everybody get the same numbers here? That means we've been doing our accounting good. If not, most likely you have some discrepancies, whether you might fat finger something, accidentally put things in different accounts, etc., etc. Yes, fat fingering causes a lot of problems. But again, this is us transferring the information over. Now, if you use cell referencing, like I've mentioned before, you need to be very, very careful on which cell you select, okay? Especially if you're working from two different workbooks, okay? You need to keep your files in one place for it to work. And then sometimes you may have to enter in your formula over and over again, okay? But in this case, if you cell reference, then you shouldn't have any typing problems or typing issues. But other than that, right, we did good. Both of our debits and credits match. And that means we are done and wrapped up with week 3. Okay. Any questions in regards to anything that we just saw today?
No.
Okay. Well, Now, if you notice that a lot of the things that we typed up here, right? I'm going to show you an easier and a easier way, a shortcut to save yourself on typing all of this nonsense in here, right? I'm going to show you next time when we do our trial balance that we're going to make a copy of this spreadsheet. And so then that saves us time for typing all those accounts in. And all we are doing here is we're going to be changing the values in each cell on your debit and your credit side, right? And for those that don't have their values changed, we don't need to type it in. It's already done for us. So the beauty of Excel, once again, is to help you make life easier. So instead of having to type everything in, next week I will show you how to make a copy of that spreadsheet, or, by the end of the 28th, I'll show you what to do there, okay? So if there is no extra questions or anything else, you guys are free to go. Have a wonderful weekend. You guys have your I'm sorry, not general journal. Your in-class journal, I believe it's number 8 to complete this weekend. Okay. The following week after that, we're going to take a look at chapter 13 and have a quiz. So we're coming up very close to the end of this class. Okay. So getting excited here. So once again, you guys are free to go for your weekend.